What is the number one most basic foundational goal to running a business? It's to be profitable, right? So if you're looking for ways to increase your profitability or possibly even looking to get out of production so you can focus on running the business itself, then let me show you how the locker room can help you increase and meet your profitability goals. Okay, so obviously you have identified the greatest opportunity for your brokerage being profitability. Nothing wrong with that. As we've said, the purpose of being in business is to turn a profit. So before I show you some of the solutions that the locker room brings their partners, let's first see if any of these sound familiar to you, as they are the most common things that we hear from broker owners and team leads, starting with, I don't have a budget or a P&L. I just don't operate from one. Or if I do, I don't quite understand the financial statements and what that means for my business and how I can use it to make intelligent business decisions. Some people prefer or say things like, I just want an accounting team to tell me what to do. I have to remain in production to keep the doors open. This is a big one. If you removed your own production from the equation, if you're still in production, is the business profitable to sustain itself? And then, of course, lastly, the compensation model itself is not profitable and being used as the value proposition to attract agents. So let's look a little bit further on some of our favorite items that we use with our broker partners to increase their profitability. So here's a glance at just some of those items, and we're going to deep dive a little bit further into a few of them. Starting with the Locker Room University, I'll show you some items in the Locker Room Toolkit, and then, of course, the Locker Room Success System, and really how we zero in on the profitability audit and different things to make sure that we're running a smooth operation that is profitable. All right, so let's do that right now and take a closer look. So the Locker Room University is just that. This is where agents as well as broker owners and team leads go to get educated and grow themselves. We've got hundreds of videos, thousands of hours worth of video material and courses back here. But I want to draw your attention to the left-hand side where you have this navigation bar. So for you as a broker owner and leader, you can click on this drop down. And for our sake for today, clicking on financials for owners. And here's just a sample of some of the courses that we've taught that are back here. 5 ways to analyze your business's productivity, profit sense, broker owner and agent wealth secrets revealed, determining the value of your roster, getting out of production, and a plan on how to do that. So again, just a taste of what's back here for that. And then, of course, all of your agents up to 100 users, if you go the partnership route, would have their own login. And we have a whole series of things here as well relative to any area of their business that they need help with. So it's a great tool and resource. But while we're back here, there's also the toolkit. So if I was to click on the toolkit, it's going to open up another window here. And so because you're a leader, you would have access to both the leadership and agent toolkits. Here, I've got the leadership one pulled up. So you can see some of the folders and topics that we have here. This is where we house all of our downloadable resources. Now, we update this as well as the university on a weekly basis. So odds are if you don't want to reinvent the wheel and recreate something, it's probably back here. And if it's not, let us know. We're just as much content creators as we are coaches around here. But specifically when it comes to profitability, you can see here in this folder, we've got pro formas, P&Ls, budget templates. We've got a net worth calculator, all sorts of things back here to assist you in all aspects of your business, but keeping the profitability on the forefront. Now, earlier we mentioned if you go a partnership route and elect to work with one of our coaches, this is part of our locker room success system. This is called the playbook tool. So there's different components back here, and you can see right away with all the numbers, this screams profitability, right? So the business snapshot, where we ask you to fill this out every single month so we can see the trends, extract the gaps and blind spots, and where are the opportunities in the business. It just really begins with awareness and knowing and tracking our numbers. From there, we do every 90 days, we do an audit and self-assessment on the health and viability of your business. And you can see right there, when it comes to the profitability quadrant, we focus on net worth, budget, and P&L, and you rank yourself accordingly on where you feel things are on a scale of 1 to 10. Once you do that, the visual wheel is created, and here you can see we can compare it to every 90 days when we redo this. Where's the progress? What needs celebrated? What new gaps or opportunities were created because of growth or whatever may have happened. So this is just a really great tool, creates a lot of amazing conversations. The 1690 focuses on the profitability and numbers and goals that you have for the organization, chunking it down to a 90-day objective. Once we determine what that 90-day objective is, then we go over here and create the plan. So this is done every 90 days based on what is the new objective. Priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, all leading up to that core objective, and then up to 5 strategies underneath each one. This is where the coaching, the accountability, and game planning really takes shape. And then, of course, the value of the roster. There are 12 distinct exercises that'll blow your mind that we can do with just this simple template right here. One of which is forecasting revenues and playing some hypotheticals on if we grow by this, or if we just help these agents do, 2 more deals, what would that do for the bottom line? A lot can be done here. And again, this is something we teach on and coach too. So once more, this is just an example of some of our favorite tools that we have that assist broker owners, team leads, leadership when it comes to profitability. So let's take a glimpse of how we can do business with each other right now. We're going to go over the 5 primary ways on your path, your journey to a partnership with the locker room. Starting with partnership path number 1. Now, who is this for? This is for a broker owner or a leader who strives to be intentional about their own growth, about their own development, and of course, the foundational systems for a business. This includes broker owner resources within the Locker Room University, as well as the Locker Room Toolkit. This includes specialized training around growth, productivity, profitability, and retention, broker-to-broker community groups, a private Facebook community for broker owners and leaders exclusively, all for $497 a month. Now on Partnership Path 2, this might be for you if you're a broker owner who not only desires growth, development, and foundational systems, but also leverage through agent resources and productivity systems. The main difference here is now not just you, but also your agents get full-blown access to all tools, video training modules within the university, within the toolkit, versus Partnership Path 1, which is more or less exclusively for the leadership access only. Now here you're going to see a distinct difference. Right here it says, hey, you know what? I am ready for coaching. What does that include? What are my options? Well, at the Partnership A level, this is for somebody who's a broker owner that desires a dedicated trainer for their agents to provide a high level of accountability and, of course, boost productivity. The main difference here is now you get a dedicated coach from the locker room to execute and provide a customized weekly done-for-you agent training calendar. What does this do? This frees you up to be able to go on more recruiting appointments, to focus on running the business and working on the business rather than in it. Now, of course, we would always love to have your involvement and or inclusion in these group sessions, but rest assured, one of our dedicated coaches is going to spend that time exclusively pouring into your agents above and beyond all of the access that you get to the resources. On the Partnership B level, this is specifically for leaders and those broker owners out there. This is now somebody who doesn't necessarily need or isn't interested yet in the agent training and coaching element of things, but they say, you know what, I'm raising my hand. I want a coach from the locker room to partner with and help grow me, help grow the business through recruiting with proven systems that result in increased profitability. The primary difference here, again, is one of our specialized coaches is going to work exclusively one-on-one with you and or your leadership team, and that is where our one-of-a-kind locker room success system comes into play. This is our framework for creating amazing and duplicatable systems through a proven process. All of that, again, just for $1,500 a month. And of course, last but certainly not least, this is the ultimate leverage experience, the Partnership Plus package. This is somebody who's a broker owner that desires that ultimate leverage experience and may even seek to get out of production themselves. So here, above and beyond everything else you've heard, now you're getting the best of both worlds. You don't have to decide between one or the other. You're getting that one-on-one support and coaching from one of our coaches at the leadership level. But now you're also getting that specialized, done-for-you agent training that we conduct for you weekly. all of that in a nutshell for just $2,000 a month. So from here, we invite you to reach out to us. Let's have a conversation. If it's for you, great. If it's not, that's okay too. But let's have an exploratory strategy call with you. Reach out to us today, and let's go ahead and get started on that, on taking that next step.